Presented by That Time I Got Reincarnated in the Same World as an Anime Podcaster, this is Shonen Jumping the Gun, the show where we set our sights on the first chapter of a manga and decide if it's a misfire or a bullseye.
Let's see how many rounds are in this magazine.
On today's episode, crack, crack, crack the manga for the show. It's Gonron Egg. It's time to tamago. Welcome, everybody, here to express my opinion and crack you up. It's me, Moxidine, here with my excellent co-host, no yokes about it. It's Isekai Sensei Sama Brad. Brad, how you doing?
I don't like eggs.
No egg pun ready for me? Master Yolkster?
No, seriously. Like, I'll eat eggs, like, in things, but, like, a scrambled egg or a hard-boiled egg or over easy or anything.
You don't like an egg in your ramen?
It makes me a little bit nauseous.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think it's a version.
I had a Scots egg recently, and that was delicious.
I've had Scotch eggs before. I enjoy those. But, like, that's fried, and it's got beef.
It's got other stuff in it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yes, we are back with Shonen Jump has blessed us with a new trio of manga, starting with this week with Gonron Egg. I believe our last big set we got have been all cut down except Hazakaze Mound, so that means Ping Pong Peril is done or is ended.
So this is replacing
the first one of that trio.
Kaitagame.
Is it Kaitagame ended first, even though it was the third of the set? Okay, it was the runner one. What was the runner one?
Ikiden Bros.
Ikiden Bros, Ping Pong Peril, Ikiden Bros, and Kaitagame. Hazakaze Mound lives. Oter lives somehow. I keep forgetting Oter's in the magazine. And
Kaitagame was before Ikiden Bros.
Elusive Samurai is ending soon. Like, notably, like they have a date where it's ending, right. I believe. So, but we haven't been told of 4 series. We've been broadcasted 3 series.
Yeah.
So,
but speaking of that, we have to talk about something.
The elephant in the room.
It's a big old fat elephant that's sitting on my head.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the 15th episode that we have done that is recorded the day the series comes out. We started doing this over a year ago in September with Ichi the Witch. It was the first one that we did.
Okay.
Day of. Now, here's the thing. After a year of doing this, we've figured out that it sucks.
Yeah, and especially now that we're doing arcs where I have like planned things and I'm scheduling and I'm putting things away, and also like I'm busy. These 3 have shown up at a really inopportune time where I have specifically rehearsals on Sundays when the thing comes out. Yeah.
So here's the deal. And I don't want anybody to go, oh, since you guys don't like it, here's how we feel. But I specifically want to hear people's opinions about this, because if we don't get at least 2 people who say that they enjoy getting these right away,
the specific meaningfulness from us being as day and date as possible,
right, within the next 3 episodes. So, in about a month, if we don't hear from anybody about this, we're going to stop doing them day of.
Or I guess week of, more accurately. I mean, I know you edit them out for Monday, but they still come out that week on the Thursday then. So.
Patrons get them the day.
Correct. But even still, I think some of it is the drop everything. We have to record, however many. They've been dropping them in big chunks, so 3, sometimes at one time 4 weeks in a row. And it's not fun. So, but if you get meaning out of it, like that's part of the fun is that it's like there's no other chapters. We're here. We haven't listened to anybody else's opinions on it. Like there is a joy of dropping in on it. But because if they came individually every so often, life would be a lot nicer. But the fact that they drop in these sets week, and if they dropped all in one day, I could also handle that. But the fact that they parcel them is just frustrating. But like I said, as Brad is saying, if you get meaningfulness out of us being there the first week, then tell us that. Because the thing is, we'll do it.
It really is the essence of this show.
Yes.
It's like you literally have one chapter and that's
zero,
it.
not even stopping, there's literally no other information.
And, we're not saying we're going to stop covering the new series in Jump. We're still going to do that. We're just going to sort of bank them and do them in between other arcs.
And or just wait for all of them a set to come out.
Right.
So instead of having to, waiting 3 weeks for all of them to be out and then record and put them out when, week by week.
And, when we started doing this, I sort of thought like, oh, no one else is really covering these new chapters right away when they come out. And so there's a niche that we can fill there. And we filled it, and it seems like nobody really cares. And it's not that no one has been saying anything about it, but no one has expressed an opinion of like, they like that we're doing this way.
Yeah.
So, because of the detriments to it, even though there are positives, because of the detriments, if we don't get some opinions,
we just need to
on
know
it.
it's worthwhile for our efforts, because we can do it. It's not the end of the world. We're not like crying and our brains aren't breaking open and all that stuff. That's a way too hyperbolic way of putting it. We're not burning ourselves out doing it, because it is like,
although we do react that way on the Discord sometimes.
We do. Because that was the thing with us now is that because we do arcs and I'm playing, it's like, you guys, like, you're in the middle of an arc. We've been like, you're in the middle of it, but we've been done with, we recorded that entire arc like a month ago, and we're like halfway through the next arc and planning other future things, which, are now getting messed up by Jump going, here's some new ones, boyos.
But again, after, we've said all that, I want to be clear.
We will be here with you the next 3 weeks.
If you enjoy this, please let us know. Don't temper your opinions just because of what we've just said.
Yes.
We want to know your unfiltered opinions on what we're doing here. So come on the Discord, leave a comment on YouTube, leave a comment on the website, leave a comment on Blue Sky.
Any place that you can
Don't
talk
leave
to
a comment on Twitter or Threads, because I don't really check there. I just post the episodes there and move on. There's a bunch of different ways that you can contact us and let us know how you feel about this. I really want to know. If there are literally 2 people who say that they like that we're doing this, we will keep doing it.
Yes. And with that, let's talk about
other news.
Oh yeah, other news. I forgot. I was totally ready to dive in. Because this episode is coming out sooner than all the other ones we've recorded, I have a Gachi Akuta shaped apology. So I read more of that series, and now I love it a lot. I'm reading I went to the library. The library had some books. I burned through those, and I've been reading my 6 chapters a day on K-manga religiously since that episode came out, and I kept pushing forward on it, and now it's honestly one of my favorite shonen manga. So if you were on the Discord, you'd have already known that by now, but now you, who are not there, can be told, yes, in a very green eggs and ham moment, I love Gachi Akuta. Not even it's pretty good. I'm dying to read more chapters every day. When I run out, I go, dang it, I gotta wait.
I have not read it.
No, but you have been reading Witch Hat Atelier, which you would also know, which I'm also reading, which again, you would know, just be on the Discord. Why aren't you on the Discord? You don't even have to talk to us. You can just lurk. Then you'd know things. But no, we're not talking about those series today. We're talking about Gonron Egg, the first of 3 new Jump series. I don't even know what the other 2 are. I learn about them when they get here.
I do have the names here, but it doesn't matter now.
The names of what?
The other 2 series.
Oh, do you want to say them?
They're not the translated names. I'm not sure.
Not helpful.
I don't know if those are going to be the actual names. So yeah.
Okay. Well, this series, Gonron Egg, has started in Shonen Jump today, October 26, 2025. It is written by Shuhei Tanizaki, which, from my Googling, I found they had a manga about a decade ago, supposedly called Kaiju no Buki Shokunin, that ran in Jump Giga. Again, supposedly. It was like this. It was like Egg. I have to look at it. Gonron Egg, and then that one.
I bet it was about giant monsters.
Oh, because it has kaiju in it?
Yeah.
But it was 2. Is kaiju 1 U or 2 U's? Because this was 2 U's. I don't know if that's different. I don't know how Japanese works. But for things I do know, this series was localized by Casey Lowe. Is it Lowe? Why does that seem wrong to me now? We haven't met this human, but we've run into this human before.
Oh, really? Because I saw that name when I was reading it earlier, and I was like, I don't recognize them. However, looking at the list of stuff they've done,
You should.
I should.
We are very things that we knew, and most of the lists they seem newer, at least from the localization list that I looked at for manga. Glinka and Luna, which we have talked about, even if we've never covered
You
specifically.
mean Glinka and Gluna?
Glinka and Gluna. No, I know. Again, weird gimmick. Star of Beethoven, which we've covered on the show. Kill Blue, which is ended?
Yeah.
Okay. Shiba Inu Rooms, which we've covered. Spy Family, which we adore and just came back to anime-wise.
I guess we sort of covered that. Not on this show.
And specifically that we covered on the show at a point that we were checking the localizers. Kaitagame, pour one out. So I'm glad Casey Lowe is getting new work. I went back and checked my Kaitagame notes to see if I'd written down the localizer, and I had. So I was like, yeah, I can say that's when we started. So that's our localizer, a familiar name to us. And lettering was done by Mark McMurray, who we've also run into. I don't know in which series. Sorry, letterers. I don't keep track of you as much. Big sorry. Come on our show. I'll pay more attention.
There was no information online about what Mark had done?
I mean, I haven't been looking that up for letterers.
Why not?
I don't know, because it's a lot more work, and letterers have done a lot more things, and I feel like, I know we talked to...
letterers are important. We had Finn
I know we did.
on the show.
That's why I'm paying attention to letterer at all. But, yes. These are familiar names to us, which is perfect, because that's why we started paying attention to them, because I knew we'd see the same names over and over again, to an extent.
Do you want me to read the summary?
That might be a good idea. I'm happy I was just this one and nothing else, because I'm learning that I haven't talked this much in a while.
So you guys probably won't hear this very much because I'll cut all of this out.
Hopefully.
But Moxie is not having a good time right now.
I'm recovering from being sick, and I thought I planned today was only this recording, but I'm learning my throat is not fully back to specifically on mic talking. So, good Bren.
Save it for the discussion.
Yes. So Brad is going to take over the summary that this will be a reversal, because usually you can write summaries that I read, but this hasn't. Normally, I mean, I'm the one reading the summaries, so I hope I didn't go I'll know what I mean when I'm reading it. So
it's time for Moxie's Mock Speed Manga Summary.
Brad edition.
I did come up with a name for mine specifically.
You did. That's why I was surprised you didn't use it.
But you wrote this, so I'm not going to use it for this.
True.
We see two children cowering from a demonic monster, already mid-human meal. If humans are the weakest beings in this world, then until they break out of the shell of humanity, they have no right to exist. Hence, spoiler alert, looking back, this is our MC and his sister seeing their parents being eaten.
I only got that when I was writing the summary. I'm like, oh, hey, this is that moment. Here are these characters. Because at the time I was like, what's going on?
I knew that was the main character.
That I pieced together.
And I figured that was probably his parents.
Oh, wow. Really? From page one?
Yeah.
Really? Damn, you.
I didn't know, but I figured.
Okay. I only figured when I went back and went, oh, and then I thought about it again.
No look on his face. Gonron Egg, Chapter 1, Egg of God.
Can I get a run at Egg of God? Egg of God.
Don't hurt yourself. In the ruins of a city, our MC sees what appears to be a falling star land at the junkyard, but it turns out to be a tamago. It's written as an egg. I just wanted to say tamago.
It's fun to say tamago.
A strange ornamental egg that somehow speaks that it is cold and demands this child of man hug me, which the boy does. The egg mentions its appreciation of the heat after feeling the chill of Gandala, the land of the gods, the boy asks. I don't know what that means. The one in the same. The egg thanks the boy who hasn't been thanked in a long time. We cut back to 20 years when the human realm was invaded by the mighty Dracarchs of Gandala, who crushed humanity and enslaved those few who did survive. We see one such Dracarch, Lord Abralam, asking obedience from his slaves in his fortress. Our boy numbers amongst them and is obstinate to Abralam. His fellow slaves mock him and beat him. You should give your life up for Lord Abralam, but the boy refuses. Despite all the hardships and horrors he's seen, he will never submit. For this, he is let off easy.
Oh, okay, I missed an F.
Whipping until the Lord is pleased with his screams. Cut back to before as Gonron, that's our boy's name, returns to his hideout in the rubble, and to Oma, that's our egg. We learn it's not actually before, but a month since then that Gonron has been caring for Oma the egg. We learn Gonron has been living on devil bugs, and Oma lives via siphoning energy from Gonron. Oma promises one day he will repay this kindness. Oma speaks of the past, that he was born in Gondola, and that his dad was the king of all Dracarchs. But his father's throne was usurped, and the king killed by Agito, who sits upon the throne now, and who started the invasion of the human realm. Oma only just barely escaped capture to this realm.
Is Agito the name of the ninja guy from Naruto?
The ninja guy from Naruto. They're all fucking ninjas.
But like the capital T, the capital G guy.
What are you talking
Is there a guy
about?
called Agito? The weird spiral face mask dude?
Obito.
That's Obito. Okay. Agito.
The ninja
Agito
guy.
and Obito living together in perfect.
The ninja guy from Naruto.
The ninja guy.
Do you have
The
any
guy.
idea how little that narrows it down?
What about all the non-ninjas?
Oh, where the hell am I? We also learned Gonron has been on his own a long time and is, in a short flashback, learned that Abralam had eaten his parents and sent him out to find more humans to eat. Abralam particularly likes Gonron because his spirit has not yet been broken like the other slaves. In the now, Gonron says he needs to stay alive to find his sister, who is still somewhere out there, and Oma takes on this quest into his larger quest of taking the throne of Gondola back and restoring peace through his ruling with Gonron at his side. That was a run-on sentence.
Yes, correct.
More time, days, weeks, months, pass between Gonron and Oma until finally one day the demon finds he's been harboring the egg. Do whatever you need to punish me, but don't hurt the egg. He's my friend. Abralam is now down with Gonron and sets him to be beheaded. In this moment, Oma hatches a little, but we can't see what's inside before Gonron's head is sliced from his body. The end.
This was a one-shot, guys. We were fucking with you.
An eye emerges from the open egg to see Gonron's dying head. What a thing to see. It was an awful sight, but Oma is glad it was the first thing he saw before blasting off a puff of black smoke into the room while asking Gonron if he's ready to protect Oma and his quest to conquer the world of Dracarchs, which a reviving Gonron agrees. He also gets a big bone-styled power form with a huge knife and proceeds to dice up Lord Abralam with ease. There's also some toxic something or other added in from Oma. It's unclear. He melts.
Because he's all like, "Blah," and he's like, I put a thing in there that makes you, that's like a poison. And I was like, okay.
And thus begins the story of our two heroes, going on a quest of vengeance and peace to slay Agito and retake the throne of Gondola.
To me, Gongaga. All I could think of was Gondola.
Okay, so
What a manga.
I need
what
to
a first chapter.
I need to get this out of the way.
Okay.
Right away. Okay, and then we'll move on to the important stuff. I think the art in this is pretty decent, and I think there's possibly a good story under here.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
This was a whole mess.
It was
a whole entire mess.
It has, okay, I guess before we dive in, I will say of all of it, it's like, I have a lot of problems with it, but it was just so strange that it at least was like, I'll come back because I'm just so curious about what the heck's going on. Like, it wasn't bland, but it did not go down easy.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that was very hard to follow. There was way too many proper nouns.
Yeah, way too many proper nouns
got
in
no
the game. Very shadow
explanation.
eliminators.
They just threw everything at you.
Are they demons?
pacing-
Are they angels? Like, angels and eggs
Yeah.
is very angel-y for some reason. But like they are, like everybody else is drawn like demons.
It's definitely like demon realm coded.
But
kind
some of them
thing.
have like the little halo things, like twisted angels. Like makes me
Yeah.
think of like, I mean, other things did it obviously, but my brain goes to like Bayonetta because you're fighting angels, twisted angel forms in that, and like some angel forms and whatever literature that comes from are kind of messed up things. So like I could see these being like twisted, but also these could just be also not related to demons or angels, and they could just be some weird other they're Dracarchs, whatever the fuck that is. That makes them sound like dragons.
This is why
dinosaurs.
people just say demons or angels or devils or whatever, because those words already exist to explain these things, and you don't have to make up a whole bunch of stuff and just be confusing.
If you want a ruling class, you can give a proper noun later when you've earned it. But yeah, like that in Gandala was just like, and because like
it's a place we have no context for. We can't see it. You didn't show us at all.
It's the land of the gods. That's what the boy knows about it.
Yeah, and so you're just throwing it out there, and there's so little explanation of like, this is here's the name and here's what this place is and what it's about.
He's a boy. He was born after the demons, whatever the heck, I'm just going to call them demons. He was born after they came, right? Otherwise, he's over 20, and he does not look over 20. He would have been a baby. How would he have survived?
Yeah.
He saw his parents being eaten by the demons, but he was about the same age that he seems to be now visually.
Right.
Oh, this is falling apart.
I mean,
I guess it wasn't 20 years ago when they got eaten, right?
I don't
if there
think
was a
it
time
was
scale on that.
ever together. I don't think
That's
it
a
can
good
fall
point.
apart.
I think that's my main thing of what is just like what's going, like it feels like an old manga both in like good and bad, but it also just feels like a mess, but that draws to me more than like a bland something. But there's also like his design when he gets the power up is so not good. It's so messy.
You can't tell what's going on.
It's very, you haven't heard this episode yet because this arc hasn't even happened. So Brad's going to have to bleep this. So it's mostly just for me and him. But, and maybe one day if you somehow listen to this after you listen to the other ones for some reason, it's very, because it's very themed.
Yeah, but at least you could tell what was going on in that.
Yeah, but that one, like the design wasn't good, but this one is like.
I don't have to bleep so much stuff.
It's just messy. Like, there's just so much shit on it, and there's no, like, but it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not good. It doesn't read well. It doesn't make sense why there's a bunch of bones. He's just an egg with an eye. He's a funky eye. He's a little eyeball with a funky optic nerve.
And he gave him powers by black smoke.
And he spewed a bunch of black smoke out of himself to do this, I guess. And he also could revive him.
And here's the thing.
And he's like, because son of God or whatever. I don't know.
This is something we do a lot where we read one chapter and we go, this is weird and they didn't explain it. And it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, you don't have to explain everything in one chapter. That's fine. But like,
this chapter tried too hard.
When you shove 14 different things in at once and don't explain any of them, then that just makes me confused and
doesn't make me want to, but also it doesn't help that it's like Gonron, which I hate that name. I hate that name so much. There has to be a better version.
Just call him Gon.
That's somebody else. I want to
call him Ron.
I want to call him I want to call him Garo, but no, yeah, let's call him Ron. I'm just gonna call him Ron. Ron and egg. Ron and omelet. So much better. We never get to spend any time with him to know who he is as a person. No. He's just a whoever.
We just go, oh, he's good because he's taking care of this egg who asked him to take care of him.
But also he's just like alone, and also like his spirit is unbroken.
Yeah, apparently he's really good.
But everybody else's spirits are unbroken. But the timeline doesn't make sense because he would have been born during all this. So I feel like he would have been like the fact that he's alive at all is a miracle.
He doesn't break under torture.
He has the concept that his sister is out there somewhere, but like, why would you even bring that up? How would I like this? I think I've said this maybe not derisively, but just like ooh, this chapter tried too much. Honestly, this is 50 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
There's just so much. We don't need to set up the sister. Like an egg isn't like an egg could be interesting, but only if it's like a Digimon or a Pokemon or like a fun creature thing, and it's supposed to be like an egg. It literally the first chapter is Egg of God, and it's like, well, this don't bode well.
I just wonder how this keeps happening. That we keep getting these first chapters that are just like pacing nightmares. When it's like you can tell that there was a concept of a story here that wasn't necessarily bad. But yet, these first chapters have to cook for a little while. They've gone through some round of edits and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're just a mess. They're just a complete mess. And I'm just like, what is happening?
What is getting
at Jump?
What are they going? Not that one.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know more than anything. What's getting told? No, not this one. Maybe I'm thinking about it a lot because of 2 series I've read recently. Hopefully we'll cover both of them if I have my way and scheduling doesn't destroy me. But like, what's going on at Jump that they go, ah, yes, this one's ready? It's just like, it doesn't look cool. I'm not intrigued by the world in a way that's not like my main point of intrigue is what the heck happens next in this bus crash.
Yeah.
And it's also like a sense of like, I have no idea what this manga is. It's the problem we've had with first chapters where we go, what happened? What's the manga then? Where are we going now? I guess we're just going to kill more demon lords, I guess.
I mean, and that's
shitty designs.
That's the structure of plenty of different series that I read and enjoy.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
but there's some
you're
sauce.
going on a journey. He's got a power.
I love a journey.
He's going to go here and he's going to save some people. He's going to go there and he's going to save some people. He's going to hear, oh, maybe his sister was here, but now she's over here. So we got to go that way. And, you know, you can do that for a while. And you can
build a bigger world from that.
You can have an end goal of we're going to figure out how we take down the big bad and, you know, restore order to the world and everything. But if it's going to be good, you have to have the details right. You got to pace it properly. You got to oh my God. I was like 4 pages in and just like all the names that are getting thrown at you.
Proper
and I'm just going, what the heck?
And they're bad. They need to be good proper nouns. Like they could be cool and easily discernible and be like, oh, that's a neat little creative thing, but they're not. At least they don't seem like it so far. They just seem like a mess. It's not fun. It's not cool. It's not unique. I mean, I guess it's unique and it's just utter strangeness, but it's not like idiosyncratic. It's just like, what's going on? Why egg?
And
Like,
you heard in the summary, like I obviously didn't read the names properly when I was reading the series.
yeah.
Because of the fact that none of them meant anything to me.
Oh yeah, they're meaningless, but they're also not like based on anything you can get like a vibe. There's no vibe you can get from them.
Right.
They are just nonsense. Again, at least at my current level of reading them. But like, it's just not. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's literally getting on. Like I guess like we've talked about, like the timeline doesn't make any sense. I guess they're just like, it's interesting, I guess, that we're now seeing something set in like the most of the world is under these demon rule and the world is destroyed. I'm sure they're going to meet a resistance. Like, I guess there'd be other people. Like, will there be other eggs? Like, I genuinely have no idea. Like, will there be other eggs of like, oh, this was I mean, his dad was the king, his dad's dead. So I guess technically he's the king via rights. Is he still the prince? I guess he's a prince.
Yeah, I think until you're
he
crowned.
until he sits on the throne.
Yeah, you're not the king.
But it's like, will he have like a handmaid egg will show up, or like this was his friend or the servant?
It wouldn't
or like
make
the
sense
butler.
if they were all eggs.
Yeah, but it's called Gonron egg. It's called Ron egg, wrong omelet. Gonron. But yeah, it's just.
You think the original name in Japanese is Gonron Tamago?
I hope so. I didn't look that up. I should have.
Not a better name.
What?
Not a better name.
A better name by virtue of you get to say the word tamago.
Yeah,
And only that. Gonron still sucks.
I don't like just shitting on stuff. But when things like this get put out,
And they keep
what
happening.
do you do? There's nothing to do
We've
here.
been reading so much great manga recently that it's
Yeah.
like, and newer manga that's coming out. I mean, I had my apology for Gachikuri at the beginning. Gachikuri is now one of my favorite shonen like series. I don't even want to just say it's a battler, in a way that I got to a chapter and said, wow, that first, honestly, without any irony, I was like, actually all the setup in the first chapter was actually really important and really good, and it is meaningful now in this moment.
I do want to say though, because I didn't say this earlier when we were talking about it, but I did say this on the Discord when we were talking, is like, I don't like the idea that you have to get through a whole bunch of something before you go, oh, it's really good. Like, you can do that, but the fact that we had such a strong reaction to the beginning of it, you know?
Yes, I see. Like, because normally I would say yes, but just the way in which it was like, okay, you know that information, and now we get to move on. Because again, we are again, I had a big write-up on the Discord about this, is that we are stuck reading a single chapter of a manga and stopping and then having to hyper-analyze it.
But we read 4 chapters.
I read 3.
And
I know, but I was in a bad state, admittedly. I was already kind of sour. because I stopped. But then I'm glad, in that case, I'm glad I kept going. Like, I think there are times when I'm on your side of that argument, and there's times when I'm on the opposite side of that, where I'm like, because it's like, I continue, again, the example I use there is like, once Undead Unluck starts cooking, it is honestly one of the greatest shonen manga of all time. You know, outside of like, I know the first chapter is very off-putting to a lot of people. Even the first, like, once you get over that, the first volume is solid. But there's just a certain point when it just starts clicking. Like, I think this is the thing with first chapters and things getting moving, is that you need enough moving parts for things to start interlocking and calling back. And to do that, you just need time to pass and things to happen until you have enough things that they can start building on themselves. And to do that, there's a point where you have to empty your Lego bucket onto the ground and go, here are the bricks, I'm going to start building. Like, you just need to make time. Like, One Piece doesn't, like, there are multiple points where you can say One Piece really starts cooking. And I don't think its first chapter is amazing. One day we'll maybe cover it. I don't know. But, like, One Piece is not popping off until arcs into it. I don't think it's this much of a fucking mess as Gonron Egg is, but I think there is something to, if you can get through this stuff, this becomes one of the great things. And I can now point to multiple other series where I go, once this gets going, it becomes, and it has enough, it just needs to do things so it can start building on itself.
Yeah.
And it just, in a first chapter, as we learned with this one, where if you spend all your time just putting building blocks down and doing no emotional paint, we hate it. We never like it. It's not good.
So here's the thing. This is episode 92.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, make sure you're subscribed. We got something special for episode 100.
We do. I'm excited.
Also, something really special for episode 99. You don't want to miss that.
Oh, my goodness. There's a... Ooh, yeah, there we go.
But the thing is, if you go back and look at everything we've covered so far, there have been so many such excellent first chapters that if you look at that, it's like it's totally possible to do. You don't have to lay everything out all at once. You can trickle things out. You can give hints and clues here without giving everything away. And like, it's totally possible to have one chapter that just totally hooks you. And I don't expect every single manga to do that. But at the same time, when I read 1 to 4 chapters of something new and I'm like really down on it, and then someone says, oh, you just got to get to volume 3.
But is this, okay, here's the extra piece of that. Is this a human being whose tastes you understand and trust?
There's something to that.
Because that's the thing, because any series you find online, any game, any movie, any television show, any comic or manga, you will find some insane asshole that just goes, oh, if you keep plugging, but you have no idea what their position is.
Right.
And this is the importance of why you listen to us. And I don't mean us, maybe not us in particular, but that you are consistently coming back to us. It's like, you know, our weird, dumb brains and what we like and don't like. And that can then communicate, and you can build an understanding. We are not, by virtue of you listening to these episodes, we are not just some random yahoos on the internet commenting with no context and no emotional flavor on a Reddit post and just being, or like in the comments on something and me going, who are these people? Why do they like this? I have no idea how they got here. Who are you? What's wrong with you?
But at the same time, when I'm checking out the first chapter of something, I generally am trying to be objective to a degree and going, if I just pick this up out of nowhere, no one told me to check this out, like, would I get hooked on this? You know, there's not for nothing, you know, talking to people who you trust their tastes on is important.
And also people who aren't stuck in this particular box we built for us where
Right.
we do the thing that I said to do. Is like, normally when you're reading a manga, outside of literally the thing we're doing right now, there's more chapters, you're picking it up. You've heard something about it, you've picked it up, you can now read it. You can get forward momentum, and you don't have to stop. You don't have to stop. You don't have to think that hard. Not to say that you're not thinking at all, but like, this is the way that we are tainted doing this podcast because we have to read a chapter, we have to stop, and then I need to think about it enough. I have to reread it to write a summary about it, and then I need to be able to talk about it for at least a half an hour in a way that is hopefully meaningful and entertaining. where you, listener, can just read the first chapter and without a thought, you can just go to the next chapter and you can build momentum and you don't have to make mountains out of molehills like we do. And it's why I've been wanting to do more reloads as available. Now, admittedly, none of these jump series get that benefit because A, they've mostly been not very good, and B, they keep dying before they could get more, or C, we read the ones we like and then we talk about them on the Discord after they've been alive for a while. But like, that's my thing to you, is that we are warping our experience with these series. And luckily, recently, we've had a bunch of them that have survived the warping and have become favorites, and we are chewing through it at a wonderfully joyous rate. Gonron Egg is not going to be one of those.
No. And,
just to get us back on track.
I think what was one of the series that's getting canceled, it has like 14 chapters. It's like severely U19. And I looked at that number and I went, that seems about how long this will go.
This one?
Gonron Egg.
I guess. I don't know. There's like an open spot now with Elusive Samurai ending this year, I guess. Kaitagame died for this. Now, Kaitagame wasn't a glowing star, but Kaitagame's first chapter in the first, I admittedly stopped reading it because it wasn't doing enough. But, Kaitagame was fine. Kaitagame could have found its footing more,
That's the crazy thing. They canceled that.
Instead of, you know what?
And they put this in, and nowhere in that process did someone look at this Gonron Egg and go, wait a minute, this is not better than Kaitagame. Kaitagame, I mean, what? I'm gonna get the large titted elephant out of the room. It was nice having a large, beautiful woman be present in that. But also there was the emotional thing of I like the thing of I don't have a stomach or a face, so I cannot share a meal with you. Was however small, was an actual emotional thing that I could latch on to. And here it's just my parents were eating in front of me, but I'm somehow time has passed, but also my spirit isn't broken. Also my sister, even though we're all together, is not here, but she's alive. Just so many leaps of emotional, there's no actual human heart here, even though I know these are all wacky woohoo shonen fantasy zones, even if they're based in reality. Boiled this down to, we're targeting Japanese teenage boys. They got rid of the thing with the huge tits for this.
There's no sauce. This egg, no design in here has I guess the demons kind of have sauce if you're into that, but there's no sauce. His power up in the fight are just shonen bullshit, parentheses, derogatory.
I mean,
because sometimes shonen bullshit's great, but here it's 2 pages of all this fight that's not good. His design is bad. He has an attack name which is not earned because he has no context to anything.
Wait, does he?
He has an attack name. You want to look it up? I'll shout it.
No, I don't care.
Too bad I'm looking it up. Fuck
I
you.
totally glossed over that.
I was very upset when he had an attack name. God, this design. He's got a bowl cut so he looks like an egg, but he has red hair.
I said this at the beginning. I think the art is decent, but there's lots of it that is impossible to tell what's going on, like his design when he gets his bone suit.
He's so busy. Oh, he has 2 attacks. He has Draco Blade, Hell Sweep, and then Flash of Destruction. Sure.
And he just made those up on the spot.
Yep. Also, why does he have a big knife? Why did he need a sword? He's had no sword this. He's had no object. He's had no reason. He could have just had... He looks like he's just mostly slashing with bone claws. Just let him have bone claws.
Yeah.
What? Predictions. He goes around, they kill more demon lords. There's going to have to be more humans. And do they find the sister instantaneously? Do they find the sister within the first 5 chapters?
God, I hope not.
I have a very cursed question to ask you. A very horribly cursed question that I've already learned, that I've already had to deal with not pour one out, opposite of pour one out. Spin on it, ping pong. I kept going pinball.
Yeah.
Ping pong peril. Will his sister's design have changed, and will she be the one with the tits? I hate that I'm asking this question because that's what they did to Ping Pong Peril. Multiple characters comment on it. I'm just really? Do you have to? Could you not? Kaitagame, an adult-looking, hundreds-of-year-old, weird, whatever the heck she was. I don't remember what the term was. Fine, cool, go for it. Why do we need to keep titting up the sisters? Stop titting up the younger sisters. Stop titting up the oldest. Just stop titting up the sisters, please. It's weird. I'm not saying no tits. I'm not Puritan. Just please stop titting up the sister.
I don't know.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
You have to predict one thing.
Why?
I'm forcing you to. Try. Stretch.
God, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Stretch. I don't care how stupid or simple it is. Just guess a thing.
The egg, I'm going to say 4 chapters in, will hatch a little bit more, and he'll get like a little foot.
A foot will come out?
Yeah.
I like that. A foot's better than a hand. He's one eye.
Yeah.
They feel so designed to not have any other facial things. But I feel like it's the egg will only hatch at the very end when it gets cut. I don't think this is going to live.
It can't, right? Better things have been killed.
Very specifically, the thing that it's replacing I would say, better than it. I don't exactly.
The first chapter of Kaitagami
was
was
better than this.
Way better than this.
And it wasn't. That's not even a Bobby.
And it
Dazzler
wasn't even a
chapter.
good.
It was fine. It was honestly, respectfully, it was fine compared to a lot of the stuff we've gotten recently.
Oh.
Brad, what are your thinks and feels? Let's stop talking about eggs.
Objectively,
Yeah.
my thinky thinks.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Really?
I think the art is doing a lot of heavy lifting because it's not terrible.
I guess.
I think this is probably catering to the ADD market. It's just a lot of stuff going on at once.
Folks, you cannot see my face cringing at his thoughts about this and how much I'm just like, ooh, no, I disagree.
But I also feel like fine is as low as you can go in Weekly Shonen Jump, because if it's worse than that, they should fire everybody.
They should.
Which maybe they should anyway.
Except Oda. Keep Oda. Keep everybody. Keep Oda. Keep the person writing Akane.
Well, the mangaka don't. The mangaka are like contractors. You wouldn't fire them. I'm talking about the editors,
and
the editorial board,
C-suite,
and the managers. All of those.
Yeah,
whoever greenlit this.
I want to know what they're not picking so badly. I want to know what's been less of a mess than these.
It doesn't make any sense.
The fucking manga magazine that publishes One Piece. You can't get better stuff than this.
So, objectively, you think this is even worse?
I think this is bad.
Okay, so not that low. Just one below mine. That's fair.
Yeah. Like, I think if there wasn't multiple times when just talking about it, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And this does, like, the timeline and all that. And it's like, I'm not even somebody who usually thinks about timelines a lot. But, like, the moment I was just like, wait a minute. How does this work?
Right. So, I feel that this is even worse.
Wow.
It actively made me upset that this is a thing
that we had to stop.
We have to cover.
Yes.
Like,
today just could have been a hangout day.
4 chapters in, I was like, not 4 chapters, 4 pages in.
I was just going to say, what are you talking? There's no other chapters.
4 pages in, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And by the time I got to the end, I was like, why? Why? Fucking why?
Yeah. Who's this for?
The thing I think that upsets me the most is I saw like images for these 3 series that are coming like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, when we learned about this.
And this was the one I was like, oh, that's the most interesting picture. And that's the one I like the art of the most. So maybe that'll be good. And then it was just so goddamn disappointing. The only reason I'm not going for
I don't think
meme,
it's the meme level
is because the art was decent.
I would have said there's nothing truly objectionable in it. If they did something that was like morally objectionable to me, I feel like you could unlock that door, but it's like very placid.
I think my feeling is tainted by some things around this. I think if I had read this in a vacuum, I probably would have just felt bad, but I think it deserves.
We've been reading such good manga recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is bad. I feel it's a freaking mess. I'm gonna make that
it's
space
like,
wherever that lives.
I wasn't reading Kaitagami. I'm not reading Ikenin Bros.
No.
I'm not reading Ping Pong Peril.
No.
I don't really care that those got canceled. I'm sure there's people who like them, and sorry for you, but like, I don't think they were doing anything special. But this is not what you replace those with.
No, this is even more of a mess than those, which is saying a lot.
I liked the first chapter of Ping Pong Peril more than this.
Yeah.
And that is saying a lot.
Because that was because it was gaggy, so it was gonzo off the wall, so you could kind of embrace the craziness, and this feels like the train crash is not in its favor.
I didn't like the first chapter of Ping Pong Peril.
No.
Better than this.
I don't think we've ever gone this slow in a jump one. I don't know if we're just beginning. I don't know if this is because we're getting more jaded because we're like doing these arcs, and when these show up, it's frustrating. But it's like it's week one. We have this is the liveliest I'm going to be for these three, honestly.
But when you put this beside something like One Piece, when it's beside Ichi the Witch, Akane Banashi, you just like.
Roboco and me.
What are you doing? Do they just have a section of Weekly Shonen Jump that's like, we'll just put whatever the fuck here? It doesn't matter.
It seems like it. Is there just like stuff that people just don't want to be there?
I thought this was supposed to be highly competitive and like, oh, we got to find the very best of the best. Only the best stuff goes in Weekly Shonen Jump. What is this?
The best stuff leaves.
Okay.
The best stuff is not outside of a few crazy people, which bless them. It doesn't. It leaves. Black Clover left to go into Jump Giga. Chainsaw Man, of which we're going to see the movie in an hour or less.
Yeah, let's go do that instead of
let's finish this. I'm not even going to ask the second question we normally ask, and we do not need to high noon. I guess the version of the question is, will you peek into the curtain next week of Chapter 2?
No.
Okay.
No. If someone else is going to read this, and this is what happens with all these series that I read the first chapter and I don't like. Someone will come and say, "Oh, this is okay and that's okay," and I'll go, "Cool." I don't care.
I have to read it. I have to know. I will give it maybe a few just to go like, "What are you doing?" Just so curious about what the heck's going on with this car wreck, this train debacle. Egg. I haven't done my egg stim this whole time. I go, double egg? I have no idea why that's one of my vocals. I know where it came from. I don't know why it became one of my vocal stims. But that's all I was thinking when I was writing this. Reading it and then writing the summary in my brain. It's going, double egg?
Can we go now?
You know what? This manga gave me the opportunity to make a bunch of egg puns that you will have only heard one of them at the start. And I guess there's the one in the intro. But after the beeps, you will hear me. I wrote like 6 other egg-based pun intros.
That was the most fun thing about this series.
Correct. That was I mostly spent my time doing that and working on those in our intro lines than I wanted to write the summary. Brad, shoot, I need an egg pun here. Please execute this podcast.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's a good one. This podcast is hard-boiled.
Man, I miss Hardboiled. He's cool.
Well, as always, we need to thank Sequoia Mart for partnering with us. Sequoia Mart's a retailer of Japanese snacks, drinks, toys, and merch. They got a lot of cool stuff you can't get outside Japan. Our listeners can use code APR15 or click the link in the description to get 15% off your first order. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, we might stop covering these the day they come out. So you can let us know if you want us to keep doing that. If you go on our website, animepodcasterreincarnation.com, you click the link that says social links, and you can find all kinds of different ways to chat with us. The best one being Discord. Come on our Discord and literally be one of 2 people who say, "Hey, I really like it when you cover the new series right away. I really enjoy that, and I always listen as soon as possible." And then, we'll keep doing this. But you can also find a link to our Patreon, where our supporters get perks like getting the high-quality stereo version of the podcast early, which means this episode that we're recording today, the day this series dropped, will come out today. And you can get it, too, if you become a patron. A patron. You also get to vote on what we cover on heroin addiction, as well as getting bonus episodes. And, of course, we have to shout out our patrons. So first and foremost, at our noble tier, we have our marquee, Sir Cake Dwarf.
The band is indisposed today.
Also at our noble tier, we have our Count Imaginary Numeral. And at our commoner tier, we have Rena, Laura Carroll, and Last Man on Earth. So thank you so much to all of our patrons.
Thank you, Brad, for that. Thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to everybody for listening. Make sure you listen to all the podcasts on our feed. We'll hopefully have a new one coming in a few weeks. And Brad, after that egg-exceptional episode, I need to excuse myself. I feel like I have egg on my face.
Yeah, we're good.
Gonron? Gonron?
I think so.
His name is Gonron.
I don't know how else you would say it.
The Gonron, ron, the Gonron, ron. I'm going to do one on today's episode, and I've written, 7 of these, and I'm going to let you pick. Some of them are just for me, but some of them, there were so many. Mostly I just wanted to write egg puns instead of the summary on this one. On today's episode, will this manga go over easy? It's Gonron Egg. Will this hot new manga send our host scrambling? It's Gonron Egg. Will this new manga break out of its shell? It's Gonron Egg. Crack, 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 the manga for the show. It's Gonron Egg. Let's get Egg cited for some new Jump manga. It's Gonron Egg. Let's go Tamago. It's Gonron Egg. Good thing I'm your egg's husband. It's Gonron Egg.
Okay, hold on.
I love Egg's
You have these
husband too
written
much.
down, right?
Yeah, I have these written down.
I
Egg's husband makes no sense, but I love it because it's one of the best things from Deltarune. Sans is talking to Toriel at the store, and they're sharing their love of puns and doing a bunch of egg puns. And then Asgore, Toriel's ex-husband, shows up and goes, "Good thing I'm your egg's husband," in the most just awkward, like, "What the fuck are you doing here, dude?" moment. And it's hilarious. It's perfect. He's such a sad sack. Are you going to put new ones in, or do you want another take on one?
No, listen. You just said this one, and I went, oh my God. No, you have to say it like this. On today's episode, crack, 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 the No, not manga. It's manga.
Yes.
On today's episode, crack, 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 the manga for the show is Gonron Egg. It's time to Tamago.
Fuck! Okay, because at first I was just like, well, no, this is Papa, fuck, what's his name? The dog, the rapper dog, Parappa the Rapper.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. We're using that one now. It's too good. It's too powerful.
As soon as you, you didn't even have to get to It's Gonron Egg. Because I was already going, do you have Tamago in any of these?
Yeah, but you being
and then you said that, and I was like, it goes right there.
It's right there. Because it's in the original, in the Parappa the Rapper one, it's the chef one, which is like my least favorite one. But the chicken goes crack, 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 the egg into the bowl, and that's like the only bit I remember from that one.
If humans are the weakest beings in this world, then until they break out of...
Yep, this has already occurred.
Then until they break out...
of their shell.
Oh, you have it twice here.
What
okay.
the fuck?
No.
I'm not in edit mode.
The egg mentions its appreciation of the heat after feeling the chill of Gondala, the land of the gods. Is that how it's spelled?
Isn't it Gondala?
Maybe. All right.
I'll double check. The key words in this manga were very strange. Yeah, Gondala, Gandala.
Okay. I must have skimmed the name when I was reading it. I'm going to start this one again. The mighty Dracarchs of Gondala.
Dakar? DR. Dracarchs.
Dracarchs.
Again, not a fun word. Not a fun word on the English eyes or mouth.
Nouns everywhere.
Very bad. A lot of words that are almost other words but aren't those words, which just makes them all the more frustrating.
I think that's it.
Don't forget about me, your egg's husband. I could showing you wouldn't make it funny, but he's such a... What is his problem? I don't know yet. I don't know why they got divorced. But he keeps showing up.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's get the